Do the spore testing proper procedure. On Monday morning, first thing in the morning, or the next day, business day that your office is open, you are to perform spore testing. First, you're going to use the Sharpie high heat indicator marker that was supplied. You are going to take out one indicator for every sterilizer that you have at your office. So you're going to take one out for your M9, one if you have an M11, one if you have an M3, or one if you have a Statum. You're going to take out an additional indicator that was going to be used as your control indicator. These indicators are very small. So with the fine point Sharpie marker, you are going to write the date on each indicator and you are going to label it. You're going to label it with a C for control. You are going to put the control aside. You are going to go to your next one and you are going to label it with the date and the sterilizer. So date and M11 is what you're seeing on this one. Okay? And you're going to do that for each sterilizer that you have. You are then going to place the ones that you're going to put in the sterilizer in a properly labeled autoclave bag. You're going to seal the bags. On the top right corner, you are going to write the sterilizer that you're associating it with and your initials. On the top left, you are going to place the date. And you are going to do this for each sterilizer that you have. The control is going to be left on the counter and set aside until after sterilization. You are to place the bags paper side up on the bottom rack to the front closest to the door of each sterilizer unit that you are testing. You are then to run the autoclave as normal. When the autoclave has run its cycle and it has popped, you can take it out. It does not have to stay in for dry cycle. You are to take each indicator out of the sterilizers, place them aside for a cool down of 10 minutes. When you place them down, this is the time that you are going to take your incubator and now plug it in. So you will plug the incubator in and walk away and return in 10 minutes. Once you return, you're going to pick up your control indicator. You're going to place it in the incubator in the closest to you marked crusher. You are going to make sure that you can see the date and the label that you put. That should be closest to you, because while crushing it will rip the label a little bit, and you don't want to rip what the label says. With your fingers, you're going to push away from you into the back of the incubator. You are then to pull back, straight up, and place it in the number 1 slot. You are then to open your autoclave bag, remove the next sterilizer indicator, place it in the crusher, viewing the date and the sterilizer, crush back again. Pull back, pull up, place in number 2. You're to do this for each sterilizer that you have. Back, up, and number 3. This is to stay in the incubator for no less than 10 hours. It can stay till the next day if it's not been 10 hours since you placed them in when you're leaving at the end of the day. The next day, as soon as you come in the morning, you are to read the results. You take out the control, which is in the number 1 slot. It should record a yellow color. Once it has been sterilized and it's been 10 hours, you're going to see the control will come yellow. Each of the sterilizers should turn purple. Okay, so control's yellow, sterilizer are purple. You're going to log this information on your log sheet that's in your book. Next, what you're going to do is take all of the incubators that you have, indicators for that week. You're going to place them in a new autoclave bag. You are going to list control, mark the sterilizers that are in it, and the date that this took place. You are then to put it in a cabinet in the same room that's used just for this purpose and place it in a red bag. Once a month, you will remove all of the pouches from each week. You will place them in the autoclave. You will run them the same way that you ran them before, and then they can be disposed of. Okay, these can be disposed of in regular garbage. They do not need to go into the red bag waste. Once they have all been sterilized, there's no longer a chance of biological spores and they are no longer hazardous. When you place them in the garbage, do not remove them from the autoclave bag. Leave them sealed in the bag in the garbage. If you guys have any questions, you can reach out to Ann Hinson, Danielle Grundig, or Dr. Hames for further clarifications.